The evaluation of minor league prospects is not only the business of team scouts. Sports agents do their homework as well. From the ranks of hundreds of minor league prospects, the next generation of MLB superstars will eventually emerge. Determining which prospects will be those superstars is big business. And getting in on the ground floor is smart business. A fast-developing young player has gotten the attention of the higher-ups in management. Prospects may not realize how closely they are being watched, and by other organizations as well as their own.
Welcome to MLB the Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight we've got a good matchup in store between the Pensacola Blue Wahoos and the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Dylan Peters will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, coming off a 500 homestand, you would have liked to have played better in front of your home crowd. I get that. But they have a chance to right the ship right here. Get on the winning side, push forward.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Leading off the inning, Steve Cook, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
From the stretch, way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike.
Ugly swing right there. That pitch wasn't even close, and he offered at it. I'm not sure right now, if I'm the pitcher, you could probably throw anything you want up there, and this guy's going to swing at it.
Hit high and deep to right center. Center fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down. Ready once again, Steve Cook. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Steve Cook.
He's set, and the pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Right to him. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Seventh inning coming up. Pensacolo's out in front here. Striding in once again, Steve Cook. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A changeup over the inside corner.
Hey, that's a huge pitch right there. You've got to get ahead. When you start to see traffic on the base paths, your defense starts to tighten up a little bit. The best thing to do is pound the zone and get ahead 0-1.
In the air to right center.
All right, get halfway.
Waiting on it, the center fielder. He grabs it, but the tying run is going to try for third. And he is in there at third as the possible tying run.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with one out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Mason Williams. 1-1-1.
Weakly toward third. Fielded cleanly. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things up. Well, the man you see there didn't start this one on the mound, but his performance certainly was impactful. That earns him the Topps Player of the Game award.
Well, it's not that often a relief pitcher that's not a closer gets props like this, but this time I think it's well-deserved. They needed him in some tough situations, and he passed every test with flying colors.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Jacksonville came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. The game's future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Pensacola Blue Wahoos and the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Number 37, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. Has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than the league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent, one good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that, and if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Digging in, Steve Cook, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. First offering on its way. High in the air down the right field line. Kivlahan on the move, but no one gets to this one as it lands in the home bullpen, a foul ball. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there.
Back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And they are on the board as the run scores from second to narrow the gap to 3-1 now.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
Batting third, left fielder, Austin Dean.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
He's definitely stumbled out of the starting blocks here in the first, giving up a couple of base knocks on that walk. First innings are often some of the toughest for a starting pitcher.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Will Allen. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Will Allen.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule. A chance now to take a look at how the home team lines up in this one. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Matty, this lineup screams it needs an overhaul. When you're last in the league in on-base percentage, you're not doing a lot of things very well. You're not giving quality at bats. You're not being professional at the plate and forcing the opposition to be on their heels at all. Empty base paths consistently lead to a lot of zeros on the scoreboard.
Right fielder, John Norwood.
A throw behind the runner at second, and the runner back. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Grounded down the third baseline. Pickoff move to second. Runner back safely. And he'll turn and throw back to second again. And he just manages to get his hand in. Cook over at second. Dean at first, one gone. And now he'll go back to second another time here. A dive, but he's back. The 1-2. Misses low. Good take on the curveball there. Here now the 2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Into the box now, number 0. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year.
Number 0.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
2 men are on with 2 men out. And he misses again, ball 3.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
When you get yourself to a 3-1 count and you get a fastball, those are the ones you really want to punish. Couldn't get the bat on it, so we'll see if that comes back to haunt him.
You're up.
Hit back up the middle. And a backhand try at first, but this throw gets right by him. And he'll come in to score from second base, and that is a direct result, obviously, of that poor throw.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Coming to the plate now, Blake Trahan, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Blake Trahan.
Now the 2-1 pitch. This is line to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So a base hit to kick things off here, and there's a man aboard to start out their half of the second.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7.
Digging in to try it again, Steve Cook. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded back up the middle. A reaching try as he knocks it down. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, D-Roll, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Cook, the runner at first with 2 gone. Here's a look over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. One, two. He's running. Throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. 2 out with the man at first. Two. Odds are on top, 3-2. Ready for another chance. Steve Cook. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. First offering on its way. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
This is where you got to take stock in this situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
The 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Lifted in the air out to right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Pensacolo's out in 33. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. The 1-2. To third. Oh, what a stop. The throw. Hey now. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Boy, that was a smooth play, wasn't it? Great job to lay out and make the stop, and then to feed to second from his knees for the out. Pretty impressive display there.
Ready for another shot now. Steve Cook. 2 hits and 3 at-bats for him in this one.
Steve Cook.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch is high. The throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a 3rd out on the bases. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show.
Leading off for the Blue Wahoos, left fielder, number 21.
1-1. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw to first in time, and the bunt attempt is foiled. Digging in once again, Steve Cook. He's 2 for 3 thus far.
Steve Cook.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. And they have taken the lead. So it's a solo shot to dead center. Third home run for him on the year as they take the lead 4-3.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Steve Cook, he'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ballgame.
Hey, and in that last at-bat, he took this one to straightaway center field, the deepest part of the ballpark, so this guy can hit a breaking ball a long way.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. First pitch coming, here it is. And a fastball just a bit high. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage of it.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Pitch out. Nothing doing.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Kivlahan on the move. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
This evening's game comes to an end. 5-4 the final tally. The Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Number 31 wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Manuel Escobar closes the door for the save, his 9th of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Jumbo Shrimp. 5 runs, 8 hits, 1 error. They left 18 runners on base.
The Stars of Tomorrow get their shot in the limelight today as the show's coverage of the Southern League is on the air. It's the first game in the month of June between the Pensacola Blue Wahoos and the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. Pensacola have lost their last 5 games. They'll attempt to break that streak right after this. Pablo Lopez, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the fours. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the fours indicates.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit the other way out toward right field. Kivlahan sprinting after it, and that's the third out. Nothing across here this half. Second inning coming up here at Blue River. The Blue Wahoos lead it 1-0. At the plate, Steve Cook. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Steve Cook.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. Standing in, Steve Cook, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Line towards center field. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. One more look at the full extension catch that strands two men on the base paths. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. So coming to the plate, number 3. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Williams gets his lead at first, nobody out. Now, attempt here. Only played at first, so the sacrifice works that time. So a big moment here, and standing in, Steve Cook. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A bouncer up the middle. He's got it, and there are 2 away now. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Will Allen. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. A runner on first with 2 away. Quick check on that tying run at first. And he'll get back in safely. One home. Runners off for second. A pitch out. The throw. And they still don't get him as he's in safely at second with a stolen base.
I'm not sure what else the defense could have done there. They pitched out and the throw was pretty good, but they still couldn't cut him down. You kind of just have to hope he gets a bad jump.
The 2-1 home is taken for strike 2.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
The 2-2 is looked at and the count moves full.
That was a changeup, so there really wasn't any intent behind it. Looked to me like it just slipped out of his hand a little bit. That'll happen sometimes because of the grip of that straight changeup.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4. Now out of the dugout comes the manager as he'll make his way towards the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score. Evan Mitchell trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Evan Mitchell.
Christian Audemays will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A little bouncer. The 1-2. Hit back up the middle.
Let's go, you scored, you scored, you scored.
Diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour.
Yeah, and in this game, you always try to find a way to be hopeful. They win the first game of a new month and are now looking to keep it rolling the rest of the way.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Jumbo Shrimp jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Number 31 earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. Ariel Hernandez pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Manuel Escobar strikes out the side to record the save, his 11th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Jumbo Shrimp. 3 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 22 runners on.
It's time for baseball now as the show's tour of the minors continues with a stop in the Southern League. Ought to be a good one here between the Pensacola Blue Wahoos and the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp. Pensacola attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Number 70, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
Batting third.
Stepping up now, Steve Cook comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch coming, here it is. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Fellas, our visiting team as they take the field after a scoreless top half. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of the long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Man, I'm not sure what to make of this one. The ball was hit hard, but it looked routine. The only thing I could think of is maybe he lost it in the lights there. That's a tough break.
Batting fourth, first baseman, Will Allen.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Missed with a slider.
A great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
And he'll dive back in. sinker. 3-2 now. John Norwood waits on deck. Runners are at first and third, one away. Popped him up.
Hey, Terry, find the ball, find the ball.
Slice just foul at the last moment. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in.
Beat it out, beat it out, beat it out.
Dive, but it's off his glove, and the run should score. Throw to first, not in time, as the run is across to score.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Full count, here it comes. And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only one away.
I'll tell you, he's looked unsteady out there since the first pitch he threw. A couple of hits and a free pass, so he's really searching for an answer to get back on track. We'll see if he can settle down here.
Digging in the switch hitter, Christopher Torres, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Might have jammed him a little there, as this is softly hit and foul off to the left. And he gripped that one a bit too tightly as it broke down and just about got him.
We can't hear it from here, obviously, but I think someone in the dugout just yelled, "Wear it," because that could have been a run.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set, and the 2-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Another 2-2 offering. Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. And that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
Boy, what a battle there, D-Roy. Several pitch at bat right there. He threw everything but the kitchen sink, and he was still able to get an RBI base hit.
And Dan, I can't tell you, the longer the ABs go, usually, I'll tell you, you get...
So here now is the pitcher, Rob Wooten. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Third, scooped up. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all, as the inning is over. So no runs here on no hits, 1 error, and 2 left. On now to the bottom of the second. Now batting, Steve Cook. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
Foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 2.
Hey, 2 pitches at the knees right now, and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to fight. I want to see a 2-strike approach. Maybe a little choke up, maybe a little fight up the middle the other way. Grind back into this count.
0-2, here it is. Line towards center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send him. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
So digging in now, Steve Cook. He hit a sac fly earlier.
Steve Cook.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes this the other way to right. Kivlahan is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. We played 4 full. The Jumbo Shrimp are out in front. Striding in, Steve Cook.
Third baseman, Steve Cook.
Here comes the first pitch.
Run it out,
Hard
run
on
it
the
out,
ground
run it out.
towards short. The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. The Jumbo Shrimp jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Number 70 earns win number 4 on the season. Rob Wooten was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Manuel Escobar hammers down the save, his 12th of the season. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score. First for the victorious Jumbo Shrimp. 4 runs.